Welcome to Shifting Heartache to True Love in 3 Steps webinar video. I'm Joy Janaquias. I'm thrilled to share my favorite subject, True Love. I'm president of the IM University of Spiritual Psychology in Mount Shasta, California. In this video, I'm going to give you the first step or key to attracting true love into your life. Are you in a quiet and receptive place? If not, I recommend you stop the video and resituate yourself so you can fully absorb this valuable information that will change your life for the better. There's a lot of information here, so if you are serious about enjoying true love in your life, you may want to take notes. All right. I'm here to educate what I'm learning about true love, so you don't suffer near as much as I have. I was born in a family of 10 divorces, and I have had 3 divorces myself, to follow the family tradition, right? You can say I've mastered burning bridges. I now realize every relationship I've had thus far has been a step closer to realizing true love. My last 10-year marriage was quite loving and fulfilling for the most part. And then it came to a completion point on good terms. And after it ended, I got on this quest to discover true love. After choosing to be in true love every day for over a year, it appears I've met my soulmate, a love I never knew was possible. So what is true love, and why is it so important? Well, words can never really fully say it because we are talking about our truest spiritual essence, but I hope my words will help point you in the right direction. True love versus ordinary human love does not deviate from itself. It does not react to circumstances, but magically finds a solution to each challenge. True love offers great respect and reverence for oneself and others equally. It does not push boundaries or break agreements to get its way. It is fearless and has no need to control outcomes. But it has a way of attracting justice to unfold for the highest good of all in perfect divine timing. It is completely fulfilling in and of itself, and so has no agenda to get something. For example, when I feel elation in the love I feel for my soulmate, I already feel content without feeling a strong need to spend time with her physically. True love fills the heart with lightness, and the mind becomes spacious and free of worries. When you are in true love, you live in balance, not seeking love in the wrong places. You're not just playing the field to see what you can get. You care about yourself and others enough to not allow the using of each other for attention, sex, money, or other needs. Being another caretaker to get approval or constantly using another to get your needs met is not true love. Being in true love starts with being aware of your own needs and desires, taking healthy action for yourself, and having the courage to share the fullness of your self-love with others. This includes allowing others to support your life without being demanding. A common way relationships fall out of balance is one or both partners become caretakers and neglect their own needs. Usually one person is the caretaker while the other person is a kind of user, subconsciously using the other person for attention and or sex. Which way did it happen for you in your current or previous relationship? If you tend to go into the caretaker role, you need to take better care of your own needs. You were likely neglected in your childhood, and so you developed the pattern of over-giving in hopes of getting more attention back, but meanwhile neglecting your own needs. If you have been more of a user, you feel entitled to lots of attention, but resist giving committed love back because you may still feel unconsciously numb and having been abused or controlled in your past. Because you still feel hurt by what was done to you, you have a habit of avoiding intimacy. You would rather feel safe but really discontent in your independence. You need to develop the courage to come out of your shell, to be cracked open from judging and blaming what is wrong about the world, others, or yourself, to being transparent with your feelings and allowing your heart to be cracked open for a greater, more fulfilling intimacy to unfold within yourself and others. True love comes from living in balance. We balance work with play, activity with rest, being intimate with ourselves, and sharing with others. Balance comes naturally as you learn to be truly loving with yourself throughout each day. A most common way people go out of balance is with their sexual energy. This happens in many ways. One simple example is how men can easily become obsessed with the feminine beauty and become manic in their overdoing to prove their worthiness, while women can become obsessed with their looks to get attention and security from a man. Sexual energy stealing keeps a person out of balance, and the natural solution to this major way true love is forgotten will be shared later in our live webinar. When you live in the loving, the universe has a way of leaning into you. You become a magnet for all your dreams coming true, including great friendships and a true love relationship. One popular detour from true love in the spiritual community is based in the Eastern religion. We are told detachment is the way. Jesus, channeled by Pat Rodegrass under the name Emmanuel, says, if detachment was the way, there would be no oneness for humanity. Most of us were not meant to be hermits. It is no accident we took birth on our planet with 8 billion souls. We came here for relationships, and the purpose of relationship is to discover integrity and oneness with each other. I believe there is a positive form of attachment. For example, I've had good relationships with cars. First, because I'm a good chooser. I take my time to really know the exact kind of car I really want and don't settle for anything less. Then once I have my car, I love it. I take care of it. I become attached to it, like it were a living entity and a member of my family. My Jeep is called Giddy Up. I believe this love I feel for my car makes it run well with few problems. When you share love with the person you desire to be with, you're likely going to become attached. And this is a vital part of the growth, to find a greater oneness with this person. Loving another person that thinks differently than you also helps you discover a greater compassion, integrity, wholeness, and expansiveness of the mind, and a oneness with yourself. When it's time to be attached, we're attached. And when it's time to let go, we let go. There is a divine timing to everything. Bottom line, either we are in true love, the source code of our being, or we are in our fear-based compulsive mind. To be enlightened is to be in true love all the time. One main reason we don't trust love and go into compulsive control dramas is we simply don't feel worthy. We have become accustomed to seeing and believing what's wrong about the world, about others, and ourselves. Insane excuses for why we're not lovable. Dear one, know you are worthy of true love, your own and others. So how do we get back to true love? We simply choose it. The first key to true love is to simply choose it and live into this choice day by day. Even if you're not quite sure what true love is, the love intelligence of your soul will reveal it to you over time. First, by helping you discover a greater true love with yourself. Since I began choosing true love during the past year and a half, I feel myself coming home to a blissful purity of loving in myself. I automatically let go of unhealthy thoughts, and my relationships with my family, friends, and clients feel more sincerely loving and fun. Already a very special one has entered my life that lights my passion on fire and makes me grow and glow. While choosing true love, I have also gone through an accelerated cleansing as my learned old patterns of false love have become exposed and transformed. Fear is a way of tainting our love. And later in our live webinar, I will show you ways of clearing fear out of your hearts. I've discovered choosing true love is the ultimate freedom from anxiety, addiction, and depression. From my 30-plus years experience of recovery, I've learned just trying to stop a compulsive behavior is usually fruitless, at least in the long term. My soul recovery resulted from focusing on how to live a more fulfilling and happier life day by day. Then, my recovery went to an even higher level as I focused on true love and attracting my soulmate. Along with my choice to be in true love day by day, my temptation to act out with a compulsive behavior has completely dissolved. And I believe this will happen for you too. To those of you who still are struggling, understand, you are not your anxiety, addiction, or depression. Your authentic self is true love. And by choosing to live in true love for yourself and others day by day, you can rise out of the mud of your past better than before, like a blooming lotus. Why choose love if your heart got broken? A common reason why many people give up on true love is because their heart got broken. Actually, it's only the ego that breaks. True love is your authentic essence that cannot be broken, but temporarily forgotten if you're holding on to a past hurt. We must find acceptance for the fact physical relationships always come to an end, one way or another. The physical world is so fleeting, but spiritually we are always one. You can feel this now with whoever left your life physically. True love lasts forever, but you will not be together physically forever. Nowadays, we're evolving so fast, relationships come and go more quickly. Every relationship has a lesson to teach us to discover a more authentic, true love for ourselves and others. I recommend you try to let go of the idea that it was wrong or bad that the relationship ended, or that the relationship itself was bad. That relationship had something to teach you, to bring you closer to true love. It was a gift that ended when it did, so you could integrate all that person brought you more deeply into your own life. Even if that person treated you badly, if you practice looking beneath the human ego, you'll find on the soul level, the pure love between you two is still there. This is your healing, to remember and feel this. The personalities could only go so far in sharing of the soul's infinite loving. Be grateful for the love you did share. You can use that relationship to help you make new choices to love yourself and others in a more wholesome way. As you let go of your pain based on the insane idea love is missing or cannot be trusted, you can allow your consciousness to expand to an even greater love in your life. And your relationships will reflect this and become more magically amazing if this is your choice. If you're still suffering with heartache, allow myself or my students to help you clear it, often in 1 or 2 sessions. We're trained in a large variety of spiritual psychology, healing, and counseling methods, but our most popular that often produces immediate results is called quantum energy healing. To experience a sample of this work, come to our online Freedom Code Quantum Healing Circle on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific. I implore you to choose true love, even if other voices are going off saying it's impossible. This is how you transform your life. You practice believing in your highest and most fulfilling choice. I have noticed many people are waiting for true love to happen to them, and it never does, or maybe for a while, and then apparently lost. And so the person may say, it was my destiny to not enjoy lasting true love with my soulmate. This brings up a question. Which is more true, destiny or free will? The Ascended Master Saint Germain says, our lives are the result of our choices, period. There are many influences, no doubt, but we always have a choice, how affected we are. For example, by our ancestors' DNA, our mass consciousness. When we live by our own choices, we can blaze our own path free of the family baggage or society's self-limiting expectations. Rather than repeating the same relationship patterns as our parents, we can be free to choose our new way. It seems to me one of the pitfalls of the spiritual path is the strong belief in destiny as an excuse to not create. I'm not saying destiny doesn't exist, but I believe it is widely misunderstood. Destiny is the soul's higher choices that the person may not be aware of. It is your destiny to have been born to the parents you chose, but the rest of our lives is a blank canvas that is determined by the many choices we make here on the ground level. Today, I'm awake enough to realize I created all my past relationships. When I was younger, I was most unconscious to what I was attracting, and that was painful at times. But I did not give up. I kept choosing again. Some people have a heartbreak and say never again, and so they remain single the rest of their life. Ordinary humans often forget they have a choice and thus live a highly compromised life. A master is choosing all the time and fully believes in his or her choices. Choosing does not mean controlling outcomes. We choose and then relax and allow the universe to bring us that choice in divine timing. Sometimes the universe takes us in the direction that appears opposite to the choices we are making. For example, to have a truly healthy, happy relationship with a partner requires one to be solidly centered in oneself. And so while the ego may be choosing to have a loving partner, the soul gives the person an experience of solitude over a period of time because it knows having time of self-integration is the fastest path to meeting and anchoring a lasting, loving relationship with a soulmate. To misinterpret this situation is to say, it's my destiny to be alone the rest of my years because that is what God is making me do. This keeps a person stuck because they have lost trust in their own choice and faith in their higher power to give them what they would choose. It was their original choice to attract a beautiful soulmate relationship that had their higher power give them solitude as a form of preparation for their dream to be realized. The lesson here is the person must keep believing in their choice no matter what is happening for that ideal outcome to be eventually manifested. God wants you to have what you want, to realize yourself as creator, made in the image of his, her image. I think it's beautiful to know that choice itself is an act of creation. As soon as you choose something, it has already been created. It has already come from infinite potential into subtle energy form. And if you keep believing in this choice and allowing it, it will strengthen and condense into physical form. Choosing is the first step of creating. Choosing what you want for yourself is an act of self-love. The more self-love you have, the more love you have to give to others. We can only love others as ourselves, not more or less. So having a long-term, super loving relationship with your perfect, beautiful soulmate is a choice you can make for yourself. Even if your mind currently believes it's impossible. And when I say perfect, I mean perfect for your growth and harmony. As soon as you make that choice in your heart to draw to yourself that perfect person you're wildly attracted to, get this, he, she has already been created. And if you keep nurturing this choice, you'll finally start actually believing it can happen. And then one day, lo and behold, he, she will appear in your life. Because this is spiritual law. Outer experience always mirrors inner reality. Feel your soulmate within you, connecting with you, and he, she will have to show up out here. Just mentally choosing won't do it. It is the feeling behind the choice that is the power of manifestation. For example, a while back, I said with a lot of feeling, I'm going to have a white piano in our IMU venue. I was determined, even though my wife was telling me it would take too much space. Then an 1875 gold Steinway piano was given to me for free. Gold is even better than white for our luxurious IMU space. I didn't know gold could even be an option. And it's a total dream to listen to, as we have had many concerts since. My point here is I got very specific about what I wanted. Specificity is the key to feeling. Vagueness gets you nowhere. What would happen if you went into a restaurant and ordered, "Food, please"? The waitress would not be able to deliver what you want. She'd probably laugh in your face. The universe cannot deliver if you're not exactly clear about what you want. At the restaurant analogy, when you do order your favorite food in specificity, you will likely start salivating. Your body senses have opened up for this new experience. This is how you need to feel about having true love. You need to get specific, but not attached to the details, because the universe may have someone even better, like the gold piano instead of the white. Once you have placed your order, shift your choice into a firm decision. The word decision means to kill off any other possibility. You can say to yourself with authority, "Because I'm becoming my own soulmate, I can meet my awesome soulmate." If you're serious about attracting your ideal partner, write a list of specific qualities of your soulmate. Let's do this now. If you're not single but lack contentment in your current relationship, I still recommend you do this process, because it will either have an effect of drawing out the qualities in your partner you were missing before, or moving you into a new direction for someone more at your vibration. You don't need to know which way it needs to go. Let your higher self handle the how it happens. Your job is to get clear about what kind of person you're choosing to be in love with, and to step into true love with yourself now, and let God take care of the rest. What do you want in a soulmate? True love is giving yourself what you really want. No longer settling for less and feeling resentful about it. When we settle, we are eventually tempted to look outside the relationship for greener pastures, never truly content with what we have. It's a false commitment coming from should instead of self. We're not giving our whole heart, so we get half results in return. No real passion, just codependent, needy to feel sort of safe, but stale and eventually trapped. All because we were not being true to ourselves to begin with, and true to our partner. It's impossible to be true to your partner if you're not being true to yourself, right? So we are either being self-depreciating caretaker or taking what we can get, instead of deliberately choosing to become who we need to be to have all our dreams come true. I invite you to say with me now, out loud, 3 times, "All my dreams are coming true." How? By daring to visualize exactly what you want in a soulmate. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Helen Keller said that. We are limited not by our abilities but by our vision. Another quote that's anonymous. And Lewis Howes said, "When you have a vision that is strong enough and powerful enough, nothing can stand in your way." Visioning is allowing yourself to be inspired by your soul. I ask you now to give yourself 10 to 15 minutes to list all the qualities of your soulmate. As you make your list, answer these questions. Do not edit your first response. Trust whatever first comes. What makes you wildly attracted to this person? What do you love doing together? How does this person treat you? How do you treat them? Spiritually, what lifts you each up to Divine Source, the Great Spirit? Mentally, how do you think alike and talk about? Emotionally, what makes you so happy being with this person? Physically, what is their body like? How does it feel being next to their body? Romance, what are your favorite ways of being aroused? Financially, how abundant is this person? Their interests, what shared interests do you both have? What are your happiest moments like? What do you do? How do you play? What makes you laugh? What connects you to God's Spirit Source with each other? Stop the video now and do this. Great work. You have now chosen the qualities of your amazing soulmate. You want a passionate connection, yes? To attract that, you need to be living a passionate life now. There is nothing more attractive than someone in their passion. To fire up your passion now, say this out loud now. All my dreams are coming true, including meeting my soulmate. Now spend another 5 minutes writing down who you need to become to have this kind of a soulmate into your life. What are you like in this scene? Stop the video and write those qualities down. Congratulations for making this list of qualities of your own life transformation. Now we will do what's called a mock-up. What's that? A mock-up is a scene in your mind. See this scene of you and your loving partner hanging out together. Just relax and see that. You're hanging out together. You're learning from each other. You're laughing. Sometimes you're crying. You're healing, playing, making love, traveling. Whatever you're choosing, see your partner in detail. What makes him or her so attractive to you? Include body features, subjects of interest, and as you enjoy this vision, take any fear out of it. Call in the power of God and the angels to amplify your intention. Choose all negative energy to leave this vision, simply pulling it out with your hand. Now flood this sacred vision with love and light. Feel your spiritual helpers getting in behind you to work behind the scenes for your true love union. Your spiritual hosts want nothing more than you to be realizing yourself as creator and living your happiness. Now see this vision in a big bubble and allow this bubble to slowly rise. For you're now giving it up to your higher power to handle. Be thankful that your great spirit can now bring you your true love and divine timing so you can get on with enjoying your life today. Say this in your mind 3 times. Thank you, Great Spirit, for making my vision reality. Then relax and let go into deep meditation. Let go all tension, and you're welcome to fall asleep even. Letting go of all attachment activates the send button to the universe for your preferred outcome to be manifested. And then one day, when you least expect it, he, she will appear in your life, or your current partner will have changed. Because it is spiritual law, outer experience always mirrors inner reality. You're always given what you ask for in earnest. Thank you for studying with me the first key to true love, which is having the courage to choose it into your life. For the second and third and final key, be sure to mark your calendar with the Zoom link for the live webinar you'll be joining. This will be an interactive webinar, so please come on time and be ready to take notes. We look forward to seeing you on the webinar. I'm Joe Janaquias of the I Am University. Blessings.